Hey guys, Pypo bringing you a video today on some Battle of Gilneas 5.4 PvP action. Now, this is going to be kind of like a first impressions video. Basically, I just wanted to put up a bit and talk about what I think about the changes in 5.4. Obviously, I have put out the guide to what I think is the best spec and what my opinion is on how to spec and go about playing your hunter in 5.4. Obviously, it's still very early on, so I'm not 100% sure. I'm about 90% sure BM is still going to be the best PvP spec, the easiest PvP spec, and just the better all-around spec for hunters. But that's not me saying that MM isn't good and survival isn't good. MM is still fucking great. Survival actually seems a little bit more viable now than it was before, but I still think I'm going to stick to BM. And if you're wondering why I look like a farmer with a shovel or a beach bum with a shovel there, it's just a rare drop that's in Pandaria. And I fucking put up my deterrence there to get that guy to fear himself. I love doing that kind of stuff. That's why I use that spell reflection on my deterrence. But yeah, the first fight we get into here is with a Warlock and a Disc Priest. I actually didn't realize he was getting heals for a second here. I'm killing him, I'm thinking, is my DPS fucking horrible? What's going on? And then I realize he's getting heals, and then the heal and him jump over the other side, so I switch to the Chamois here. But I'm not going to be talking about the vid that much unless, you know, there's somebody to deliberate or whatever. Basically what I want to talk about is how I think hunters are looking and shaping up in 5.4. Now, they are definitely not as OP. They are definitely not as not soloable. We're definitely not the class that can easily solo everyone now. For instance, I have gone from being able to 1v1 pretty much any class. I mean, honestly, I honestly don't think any class could beat me when I was BM pre-patch. Just because of that double readiness, everything, it was definitely OP. Now that they've taken it out of the game, it has definitely become even. I can still probably beat everyone if I do everything perfectly, but it's just a completely different playstyle now to when I was more like, I'm just going to go in burst and not even have to really worry about dying because it's going to heal again, pop all burst again. You know what I mean? So, but now it's more of, I'm not going to use my Bestial Wrath straight away. I can't do it straight away. I need to use it to break out of that stun. I also need to stay at range a lot more. I cannot risk being so close. One of the reasons I use post haste now instead of the web is good for locking down people, but the dispel thing on that web is just horrible. I hate actually using it because if I'm versing someone good, which is usually the case when you're dueling with your mates and stuff, they know what's going on. Especially if you've been dueling for a while, you know, you give each other tips. They're immediately going to dispel it, and it's pretty much worthless. Post haste I really like because it helps me stay at range and give my animal bond that extra time to get my health up. And I really am starting to like animal bond. I mean, I never used to play with it. I don't know if it's because of the 1% buff or it's just because I never tested it, never used it that much. But I actually really like the play style of like standing as far. I want to be at max range. I want to be like far away from the target, as far away as possible, and just let my pet do most of the work and kind of just be putting in like pot shots and keeping it at max range. And then also the thing I love is post haste actually breaks your slows. So I don't know if many people know this. I didn't know this pre-patch. I actually wasn't aware of this. I don't know if it's a new thing or not. I don't think it is. Why did I trinket that? Fuck, every time I watch these videos back, I see myself do something stupid. I just trinketed a fucking thing where my master's call wasn't even on CD or anything. Don't know what the fuck I was thinking there. Anyway, so basically post haste, like right then when I was basically frozen by that Chamois, I could have post haste straight out of that. Post haste, I'm talking about disengage, but I call it post haste now. I don't know why. And like that, I've never knew that was the thing. So now it's actually even harder for people to keep me slowed, but it's easier for them to keep me stunned, basically, because I only have my trinket, and then I only have the Bestial Wrath, which is obviously still like a 45-second cooldown, which is good. Another problem that I'm coming up with is the deterrence. The two charges I thought would like recharge at the same time. Say if I used one charge, then immediately that charge would start rewinding. You know, like that one charge has 3 minutes until it's back up, and then the other charge has another 3 minutes once I use it to get back up. Problem with this is I'm finding I'll go into combat and I'll have used my deterrences previously or used one deterrence previously, and basically it seems like I only ever have one deterrence up at any given time unless I've like given myself a good amount of time to get my stuff back up. I don't know if that's the way they intended it. Because for some reason, when I was looking at the patch notes, I always thought, oh, I'll have 2 deterrences all the time. Like whenever I need to use them, they'll be up, sort of thing. Or I could basically, what I was thinking is, oh, 2 charges on deterrence. It's like having 1 deterrence with a 1.5 minute cooldown instead of 3 minutes. That's the kind of way I thought. Whereas now it's like I needed deterrence again in a lot of situations, like right here, and I'm like, fuck, get away, get away, get away. And then in 3 minutes, I'll have 1 charge up, and it's like, I really need that second charge. But this is what I'm talking about with the animal bond right here, right here. I'm getting focused. I think, fuck, I gotta get out of here. I got no heals. So I run the fuck away, stay at max range, and just let that animal bond do the work while you're at max range and just beating down on people. I don't know how well it'll go in arena, just because obviously in arena it's 2v2, it's 3v3, you're getting it focused more. But in BGs, it seems that I can easily, feign death, disengage away, and kind of stay at range. And a lot of people, it's a lot harder to stay on people in battlegrounds because it's there's just so many more targets, so much more stuff going on. And we get waterworks here, and I think, fuck, I'm gonna go check a lighthouse. I hate doing this sort of stuff, like especially when I'm recording for a video like I am right now. And this, like, I did the BG, and I thought I'm probably gonna record, I'm probably gonna speak over this, and I'm getting need to make it like look remotely exciting. So I keep going looking for battles and stuff, and I make a few mistakes, which it sucks. It does suck, but I didn't want to make the video boring for you. Like I leave waterworks there, assume someone's gonna stay. I pop open the map, and everyone's fucking just left waterworks. I hate seeing that. I don't know why. It's just like, just rogues people. Rogues are just gonna grab that shit immediately. Anyway, so I walk around. No, let's not talk about the game. Other than that, other than like the nerfs, we have got a damage increase, and it's a noticeable damage increase. I am actually putting out, like, I would say it was like 50% more damage overall. Like, I don't know what the fuck. And like, yes, Arcane Shot costs more focus now, and you're gonna be more focus starved, and you're gonna have to do more of your steady shots or your Cobra shots. But to me, like, my burst has just gone from insane to insaner. Like, it has gone up. Like, I don't know what Blizzard were thinking. Like, I don't know if they're trying to make a hunter into like a glass cannon or something like that. But basically, what it's turned into is, I'm excited. I'm super excited to do 2v2 with a healer, just because I'm confident that I can kill, at least 1 out of the 2 people in a 2v2, or 1 of the 3 people in a 3v3. Especially if I'm doing it with like a red pally or enhanced chamois. But actually, I don't know. I think enhanced chamois actually got a bit of nerf this one. But so yeah, I'm super excited because my damage has gone up and my survivability has gone down. But I don't think it's gonna actually affect me that much in a 2v2 with a healer. Now this is another case where I'm like, I need to get something going on in this video. I jump on the roof here. If you're a BM hunter, I don't advise you to actually do this. Just because, I feigned death here so they can't see me. But, they already see my pet. My pet's just sticking around. If I jump down now, my pet is stuck up here if it's in combat. Which is a massive problem. It's a huge problem as a BM hunter. If my pet's not in the battle, my fucking DPS is ruined. Everything's ruined. It's just, everything goes to shit. And you'll see here, I see this hunter, like, he's seeing me. I actually popped camouflage there, and it, for some reason, took me out of feigned death, but didn't put me in camo. So I was like, fuck, so I gotta jump down. My pet stuns him from being up there, and you just look at him stand up there like a fucking retard. What are you doing? Fucking shale spider, man. This shit, every single pet I've ever had, and I've done BDs with, has just fucked me at some point in time. I don't know what the fuck. Blizz, you gotta get on these pets and just make them stick to me. Like, I don't know what, like, just make them like, and even, I've honestly been in a situation where I'm in like WSG, and I have the flag, and I'm like, I haven't actually attacked anyone on the way back, so my macros haven't been used, like my /pet attack macros haven't been used. And then I'll kind of realize, where the fuck's my pet? And I click on my pet to see what my pet's target is. My pet's target is like the other fucking enemy flag carrier who's in their base. And it's like, how is he not like despawn or like spawn back on me from going out of range? Like, that literally has happened. And I wish I could like use kill commands and stuff, but he's out of range. But yeah. But anyway, so as far as, obviously hunters I think are not going to be the top dogs anymore. I think stuff like Affliction Warlocks and Rogues are going to take the top, kind of top spot for DPS. But I don't think we're in a bad situation at all. I see a lot of hunters complaining, a lot of hunters just crying about the nerfs, and oh my god, we're not even going to be viable anymore. And, how am I supposed to PvP with no survivability? You're a DPS. I mean, the whole role of a DPS is to be good at DPS. Yes, PvP wise, you're going to need some survivability. You still have 2 deterrences. And like I said, that Spirit Bond. My god, am I liking just playing with that Spirit Bond. And by the way, I always do this. I always seem to be by myself. I don't know, like I die once, I res, everyone is on the opposite side of the map, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna give Captain's Flag. When you're doing this stuff, guys, one trap is definitely long enough for a flag cap. So you see me here, instead of engaging the shamming, I'll just trap him, get the flag. Luckily for me, he doesn't have his trinket up. If he did, you know, whatever, I would have made him use his trinket. Get the flag there. I shouldn't have actually opened on the Shami there. I should have left him in the trap and gone the Hunter over there, but I didn't really notice him straight away. I kind of was tunnel visioning that Shami pretty hard because he was been giving me shit all day. And then that fucking rogue pops. This rogue has been just around all day. The thing is, when I'm capping the flag, I'm thinking, well, there's no rogue. You know, he'd stop me right now. And then this Hunter's trying to get the flag, and I'm trying to click on him. Look at me, literally clicking him, and it's not working. What the fuck? Click him! I was freaking out. I'm like, click, get on him! God damn! But luckily, my teammates just tried to take mines and failed, so they come here and help me keep this. But yeah, never be afraid to go like 2v1 on your Hunter. I like, yes, it's probably not a good idea, but for me, like 2v1 is some of the most fun that I have, like going in and trying to beat 2 versus 1 or even 3 versus 1, just trying to like trap DPS, stay alive. And honestly, that Spirit Bond, like, even if you're not getting healed that much, like you're like, why is my health not going up when you're in combat? It just like soaks so much damage. I think it's, for me at the moment, I get like, oh, right there, that tick just then, 16.462 health every like 3 seconds. I mean, look at that, just tick up. My health is, I love it so much that I can just stand there. Look, my health's full. I just had like a massive brawl with a shaman, a hunter, and a rogue, and I got full fucking health without using a heal. And then I see this Shami over here. Another thing you guys really have to get good at while playing your hunters, especially for BGs. Not so much for arena, but I guess for arena if you need to get behind a pole and sort of thing like that. But for me is disengage. You gotta learn how to like just use your mouse to spin, disengage, get that down, because it will help so much. It will help so much in BGs to get away and do stuff. And use these Warlock ports. Use these overpowered fucking Warlock ports. I hate these portals. I mean, I love using them, of course. Like everything overpowered. It's always fun to use and play and be on the winning side. But whenever I'm in an arena and it's like a fucking Resto Druid and a Warlock, using these, the Resto Druid already has like maneuverability above anyone else in the game, and he's going nuts, and then he just pops a fucking port and gets the fuck away. God damn, like come on, he doesn't need that. He doesn't need that. And then also he gets the, like, from Symbiosis, the port, Warlock actual port, so he can be in the middle of the map, port to one side, right next to those fucking portals, and then we finally get to him, and then he just right clicks the portal, goes back to the other side of the fucking map. It's like, fuck, I'm ranged and I hate that shit. I hate to be melee fucking doing that. Anyway, I see the Shami here, and I think I want the Shami's blood. I want his blood. Unfortunately, I always forget to check for the rogue. Never put down a flare. I'm good with flares when a rogue appears, and I want to, how'd that trap? Look at him run out of that trap. Look at him run out of that trap. Come on. What is that? Another thing, guys, before this video ends, which is going to be soon, Murder of Crows. Holy shit. I know in the PvP guide I tell you to take it, but holy shit, you gotta take that. I love Murder of Crows. It is by far my favorite ability in the game right now, Murder of Crows. I love just that constant, like, it's like the same as the heal. I love the slowly getting healed up as much as I love them just constantly getting hit for literally just biting them out of the fucking, in the butthole. Just biting them. It's like, oh my god, I love that damage. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Pypo. Have a good day, have a good life, have a good year, and I will see you in the next video, hopefully soon. See you guys.